what you never admit but secretly feels. Check timeline for your zodiac sign. Aries, you would never openly admit that you feel lost or uncertain about your future. You're known for having direction, ambition, and confidence, and people look up to you for that reason. Admitting confusion feels like failure, so you keep pushing forward even when your path feels unclear. You're used to being the one with answers, the one who knows where they're going. Behind the scenes, though, you sometimes question your goals and wonder if you're chasing the right things. That uncertainty scares you more than you let on. Still, you keep moving, trusting momentum to guide you. You believe clarity will come later, even if right now you're quietly navigating doubt while wearing a brave face. Taurus, you would never admit that you sometimes want to let go and stop planning everything. You're known for being steady, practical, and intentional, someone who thinks things through before making a move. Spontaneity feels risky, even irresponsible, so you stick to structure and routine. Still, deep down, you occasionally crave freedom from constant decision-making. You get tired of mapping out every detail and following a carefully constructed plan for your life. Going with the flow feels frightening, yet oddly appealing. You secretly long for moments where you don't have to be in control, where life unfolds naturally. That desire stays hidden because stability defines you, but exhaustion sometimes makes surrender feel tempting. Gemini, you would never openly say that you need to be alone. You're seen as social, lively, and constantly surrounded by people. Others expect you to thrive in connection and stimulation, so solitude seems out of character. Still, there are moments when you feel overwhelmed by noise, conversation, and expectations. Sometimes you crave isolation, not out of sadness, but out of necessity. You need quiet to recharge your mind and reconnect with yourself. Admitting that feels strange because people rely on your energy and presence. You worry solitude might disappoint others or be misunderstood. So instead, you disappear quietly, taking space without explanation. Alone time helps you reset, even if no one ever realizes how much you need it. Cancer, you would never admit that you're holding resentment towards someone you love. You're known as forgiving, compassionate, and endlessly understanding. People see you as the one who lets things go and keeps loving anyway. Because of that image, you rarely acknowledge when you feel hurt beyond repair. When someone repeatedly takes your kindness for granted, resentment builds quietly. You don't want to confront it because it clashes with who you believe you should be. Still, the feelings linger beneath the surface. You carry them silently, even as you continue to care. Letting go isn't always as easy as it seems, especially when your heart has been stretched too thin by those you trusted most. Leo, you would never admit that you're exhausted from always being the strong one. You're known as a natural leader, the person everyone turns to for guidance, motivation, and solutions. While you take pride in that role, it can feel heavy at times. You miss moments when you didn't have to initiate plans, make decisions, or hold everything together. Secretly, you long to rest and let someone else take the lead. Admitting that feels risky because people depend on you. You fear disappointing them if you step back. Still, the pressure quietly wears on you. Beneath your confidence is a desire to be supported, cared for, and relieved of responsibility. Just for a little while. Virgo, you would never tell anyone how nervous you actually feel. You're admired for being composed, organized, and dependable, someone who always appears in control. Others see confidence and professionalism, but inside, self-doubt runs loud. You constantly analyze your choices, replay conversations, and critique yourself for the smallest mistakes. Admitting anxiety feels unacceptable because it contradicts the calm image you've built. You believe you're supposed to have everything figured out, so instead, you keep your worries hidden and continue performing competence flawlessly. The pressure to stay perfect only feeds the nervousness you refuse to acknowledge. Still, you push through, believing that discipline and preparation will eventually quiet the fears you keep buried. Libra, you would never admit that sometimes you have no idea what you're doing. People see you as wise, balanced, and endlessly helpful, the one with advice and answers. Others come to you for guidance, assuming you have life figured out. The truth is, you're often just as uncertain as everyone else. You question your decisions, second-guess your direction, and feel unsure about your next steps. Saying that out loud feels impossible because you don't want to let anyone down. You carry the expectation of stability, even when you feel lost. Instead of admitting confusion, you keep offering clarity to others, hoping that eventually it will make sense for you too. Scorpio. You would never openly admit how deeply you crave love. From the outside, it looks like attention follows you effortlessly. You seem desired, admired, and surrounded by interest, so people assume you're emotionally fulfilled. What they don't see is how empty surface-level attention feels to you. You don't want admiration, you want connection. You long for intimacy that goes beneath attraction and reaches trust, loyalty, and emotional depth. Admitting that need feels vulnerable, and vulnerability doesn't come easily to you, so you keep your desire hidden behind strength and mystery. While others see intensity and control, inside you're quietly hoping for a bond that feels real, safe, and lasting. Sagittarius. You would never admit that you feel low or defeated sometimes. You're known for your optimism, humor, and ability to stay positive even when life gets hard. People expect you to be the one who keeps spirits high and finds meaning in every setback. Because of that, you struggle to acknowledge sadness when it shows up. Negative emotions feel foreign to you, almost like a personal failure. Instead of sitting with them, you try to outrun them with laughter, movement, or distraction. Deep down, though, you do feel disappointment and exhaustion. You just don't like letting it surface. Admitting vulnerability feels like betraying your own nature, so you hide it behind hope and resilience. Capricorn. You would never admit that you're scared. You're seen as fearless, driven, and willing to take risks without hesitation. Others admire your courage and often rely on you to lead the way. The truth is, you secretly prefer predictability and control. Uncertainty makes you uneasy, even if you don't show it. You plan carefully and play it safe more often than people realize because stability feels comforting. Admitting fear feels unacceptable, especially when others look to you for strength. So you keep pushing forward, masking caution as confidence. Beneath the exterior of bravery is someone who values security and quietly hopes things won't spiral beyond control. Aquarius. You would never admit that you want to settle down. You're known as independent, unconventional, and constantly in motion. Someone who values freedom above all else. People see you as a wanderer who resists routine and commitment. Secretly, though, you sometimes crave stability and consistency. Exploring the world alone can feel isolating, even if you love your independence. You want connection, just not confinement. Admitting that desire feels contradictory to the image you project. You worry it might make you seem less authentic or less free. Still, the idea of building something lasting quietly appeals to you. You want a connection that grounds you without limiting who you are. Pisces. You would never admit that you struggle with trust. You appear open, intuitive, and endlessly compassionate, someone who connects deeply with others. People assume you trust easily because you invest emotionally and listen with care. In reality, letting someone truly in is difficult for you. You guard your heart more than anyone realizes. Past disappointments have made you cautious, even if you don't show it. You test people quietly, observing actions instead of words. Admitting trust issues feels uncomfortable because it clashes with your gentle nature. Still, you crave emotional safety as much as connection. You want to believe in others, but opening up fully takes time and careful reassurance. Thank you for watching the video, and let me know your thoughts in comments box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for all the updates.